In the first series of my talk show, Insights with Nidhi Verma, which all of you showered so much of love, I'm truly humbled by your encouragement. We did over 75 interviews with over 106 world leaders, but hardly any women speakers. Statistics state that women constitute a mere 15 to 19% of our petchem industry in India. With Women's Day approaching around the corner, what better time to celebrate the women achievers that we have in our industry? Today, we have on our show a lady who is probably the youngest leader of an engineering company in India, leading from the front, a 350 strong force with product presence in 75 plus countries across the globe. Executive Director of Raju Engineers, Ms. Khushbu Chandrakant Doshi. Khushbu, a second-generation entrepreneur, trained to be an architect and holds a master's degree in industrial product design from UK and family business management from IIMB. I've had the privilege of knowing her as a friend, epitome of silent and dignified strength. Very strong value system with perfect ethics, who follows the principle of simple living and high thinking to the T. I remember in 2013, in my second edition of Specialty Films and Flexible Packaging Summit, her father, Chandrakant Bhai Doshi, was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award posthumously. The standing ovation that he got from the entire industry was so heartfelt. As I remember now, I'm getting goosebumps. Khushbu, a very warm welcome to the show Insights with Nidhi Verma, the second series, Women Leaders in Petchem. Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra Nidhi. Hello, everyone.
Khushbu, your son Ayank has turned 5 few days back. From where do you derive the strength to be able to take care of the business as well as home? I remember so clearly a few years back when he was born. आपने organic शहद भेजा था, मुझे अभी भी याद है. कहाँ से ये strength आता है?
He keeps me running. 24/7, he keeps me running. And yeah, if we talk about the strength, he is the source of strength, honestly. So whenever I feel low, if I look at him, then he really motivates me. And I remember one incident. He was 3 years old. I was traveling for the first time to, out of India after his birth. And I was literally crying. And he was telling me, no, mama, you go. It's all okay. And that was the first time for 7 days he was supposed to stay with his nanu. And, I was supposed to travel. But then when I was crying, he was giving me the strength. So yeah, only he keeps me running all the time.
What characteristics of your husband Shwetang help you in running this very fine line between home and work so beautifully?
I mean, he is a gem of a person. So whatever if I say on this platform, probably people would perceive that, aisa to bolna hi padega. But honestly, no words. And without him, I would be, not at this stage at all. And, sometimes I really find that you love him or you love me more, because he has to love me more, because for Ayank, I'm there to love him. But for me, you have to love me more. So he's an extremely gem of a person, and probably having all the complementary skill set. So whatever I'm lacking, he is having. So that is the right mixture. And with that skill set and knowledge, I am able to share almost everything, be it a personal matter or a professional matter. So when I lost my father, there was a tinge that, there is no bloodline. That was the kind of a feeling I was getting in very initial days. But then slowly the kind of support I got from him, that was, it cannot be explained in the word. But whatever is the state today and wherever I am, he is the reason behind everything. So that's it. I cannot tell you more about him. He's a very introvert kind of a person. So exact opposite and all the complementary skill set. So I think it's a good mixture and support I have.
I think आप दोनों पूर्ण होते हैं एक दूसरे के. How beautiful. Khushbu, during the lockdown, all my siblings were complaining कि they have to sit along their children with online classes. I'm sure you would have faced the same also. तो आपने कैसे मैनेज किया, ये अपना जॉब का भी आपका इतना प्रेसिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, आपने कैसे दोनों का आपने कैसे मैनेज किया? हाफ द टाइम तो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में ही चले जाता है सब मदर्स का.
Correct. I mean, that was a different, phase. We never thought that such thing would come, and 4 years, 5 years old kids has to be, they're online, and then now they know everything. There was a time when I was fighting that no screen time, but now screen is the school, so you cannot say no screen time. So initial days, there was a lot of frustration, and I complained to the teacher that this is not my job, that and if I do this job, when will I do my own job? So there was a lot many struggle in the new phase, but eventually I started loving it. So now it's like all my colleagues are also aware about the schedule. So 9:40 to 12:30 is the school time. That's where I am. And earlier days, I was like, I was like a teacher. So there was a different kind of a relationship was getting built. Eventually, I also realized that, it's better that I become the classmate of him rather than a teacher. So I became the classmate. He became my classmate, and it's a different kind of a chemistry we built, we enjoyed. And lately, when the frustration got over, I started realizing that this is something I always wanted. Because see, all my life, I was, my education background is from Gujarati medium school. And my dad was very annoyed with my English. So he always had a complaint, yeah, you don't have a good command over English. And I always, dreamed that whenever my kids would be there, when they will start learning, I will relearn things again. So that was the idea. And now with this COVID, it's an excellent opportunity that I can learn, not only, learn with him through an homework, but I can be a part of the class. I can behave like a classmate. And yeah, I mean, we do talk about teacher as well. We mute sometimes. Then if we do our homework.
ये वीडियो ना टीचर्स तक डेफिनेटली नहीं पहुंचेगा.
So if we do our stuff very early in the class, and then, we mute, we play other games. So we do all kind of stuff, but yeah, it's an amazing time, 9:40, 12:30, it's a good time. And now not only coping up, but eventually I have started enjoying the phase. So yeah, I'm loving it.
What a beautiful relationship also. New tangents of the relationship that have come up between children and mothers also, जैसे आपने explain किया. Very nice.
And that was very necessary, because during the COVID, I was like more like Hitler. Don't do this, do this. I think that was very necessary to, bridge the gap. So yeah.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत ही beautiful. Khushbu, when you took over the reins in 2013 of the organization, how did you acclimatize to the male-dominated structure of the organization? क्या challenges आपने face किए, and how did you overcome them?
See, I think challenge was not the male dominant structure, because I joined in 2007, and my father passed away in 2013. So 2013 was a very, kind of a year where we lost our mentor, a vision. And yeah, I mean, there was many uncertainty around. And, my father was wearing many hats. There was no succession planning in place, nothing like that. So not exactly me, but we as a company really struggled, because there was a set of actions which my father used to take a responsibility of, which we now kids have to come and, understand and divide the work kind of a thing. And at the same time, the expectations from the market, there was the unspoken expectations from the market, from the second generation, which nobody would come and tell you, but you feel that when you move into the market. So that kind of challenges were there, but the support system were excellent, I would say. And the entire support system was male dominant structure. I would say that was my strength. So after my father, my uncle was there, my father-in-law, my son, my husband, my brothers, they were also part of the business. So they have been a great support. So I have never faced, difficulty in getting into the kind of a work which used to be done earlier by a male, because I was always being supported by all the males of my life. So that I have never felt. But the challenge was, to really hold together and stay together and move together and give the right message to the market when the first generation is not there and the second generation is coming into the picture. So yeah, of course, my uncle was spearheading the entire thing, and he did it very beautifully. So yeah, I was supported all my life by all the male members.
I think you've been very lucky in that.
Yeah.
Khushbu ji, Anand Mahindra ka ek post tha, which everyone saw. He put an up image where there was a running race, and there were formally dressed men and women on a running track. The track was all clear for men, and where the women were there were a lot of domestic obstacles that were there. आपको लगता है कि women have to work almost double to prove their mettle in any industry? Forget about petchem.
I think I would agree to this, because we as a female have a different set of responsibilities as well, and that should not be compromised, no matter whether we work, we don't work, right? So that's not the case with any male member of the society. So if they work, they don't have to do other things. But if we work, then we have to do other things too. I mean, that's unspoken. That is being expected from the female of the kind of society we are in. So it's little difficult as compared to the male, but it's not impossible. And I would also say that, this kind of obstacles female feel, it does not mean that males are not facing any obstacles in going ahead. They have a different sets of challenges, and female have different sets of challenges. But fortunately, God has created, your right brain in a manner that you are more sensible towards everything, and you handle things very differently than any other male would handle. But eventually you will handle. I mean, we learn to handle it. So of course, the first and primary, probably the obstacles is our own mindset and thought process. The limitations, I feel that it lies inside. If it's not there, then any obstacles would be, not that much challenging that you really cannot take your first step towards success. So I agree to the Anand Mahindra's picture, but it's doable. I mean, it's not something impossible out of this world. We can do that. We can still do that.
बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं मैम. Bring it on. We'll face it and go higher.
Yeah.
बिल्कुल सही है. Khushbu, what are the functions and job responsibilities that you would like to propose for increasing the role and number of women in your organization, especially in a place like Rajkot, where women, I understand, are, they are more either homemakers or they are self-employed. I think Lijat Papad is from Rajkot.
Correct.
So, आपका factory में कैसे आप, you kind of provide opportunities?
Whatever I feel is there should not be any differentiation between in as far as the job profile is concerned between male and female. I mean, almost all kind of a work could be done by female. Of course, if there is some physical energy is required, probably, you have to work with the heavy stuff and all that. Such areas should be, we can avoid not to have female employees there. But apart from that, what policy Raju Engineers has adopted is to having a female in each and every department, even on a shop floor. I mean, the female should not be, only segregated with the few kind of a job profile, which is happening while sitting in the office only. So not only, white collar job should be provided to female, but I feel that they are equally capable of having the blue collar jobs as well. And we are trying hard that all the machining centers, if they can run, it's now there is AI and the automation and industry 4.0 and all that. So even the big machine, you have an operator. So if a male member can operate the machine, why cannot, a female member can operate? So I strongly feel that there should not be really a demarcation in the kind of job profile given to the female or a male. But yeah, considering the physical strength, one has to decide that what kind of work should be given.
Well said, ma'am, and well taken. Well taken.
Right.
Khushbu, being in the family business, how the other family members, Utsav, Pallav, I keep meeting them, and other siblings are contributing, and how do you share personal and professional relationship with them? Actually, I see your family as a perfect example of a Indian joint family,
Like,
like a like a
Surat
Surat
Barjatia's
Barjatiya.
film.
हम आपके हैं
Precisely.
कौन? बिल्कुल सही बोला.
Barjatia's film, yeah, precisely.
कैसा
So
है?
yeah,
How does it work?
Utsav is right, Pallav left, and there is one more who is now joining the business. So yeah, he will be soon in the front facade of the business as well. We are a team like, since school days. एक ही स्कूल में पढ़ना वहां से शुरू, and from that day we are together and we are still together. So we stays in a one house. I stays in a different house, being a girl, so-called girl, but they all stays in a one house. So yeah, we share a very beautiful bond as far as personal relationship is concerned, and also a professional relation. And we also know where to draw a line and how to draw a line. So they have been a great support. One is Utsav is looking after manufacturing of Raju and Raju Bavzano. So basically, he is more focusing on manufacturing business, and Pallav is more focusing on polymer processing side. So we have a polymer processing wing in our portfolio. So he looks after that. So there's no ways that, without them, things would be very, I would say, very difficult for me. And apart from that, we have other young siblings who are also joining the business, and who are also, some of them would like to do something in a plastic, and some of them would not like to do in a plastic, as considering the current scenario. So we are also encouraging them. So 3 of them may join, and 3 of us are in the business now. So that is how it is.
I think Khushbu, ये एक Harvard case study बन जाएगी थोड़ी देर बाद, that a joint family run business from India. I'm sure.
Correct. We are also in the process of, making the family constitution. So
really?
yeah, so whosoever joined the business, what should be the modus operandi to join the business? What kind of a skill set would be required, and how family business should be treated vis-a-vis the professional people around. So that is something which we are working upon.
ये अच्छा आइडिया दिया. मैं अपने
and we have also
डालने वाली हूँ.
We have also decided, that none of us would work with the spouse. So any two different spouse can work together, but I cannot work with my spouse, and my brother cannot work with his wife. So something like that. We have a mutually agreed policy to have the personal and professional life different, and at the same time ensuring that we are not putting our personal relationship at a stake while taking any business decision.
How beautiful. I think that will be very interesting to see when it comes up, Khushbu.
Yeah.
Among the professionals that you have in your organization, where is it that you drive your maximum support and strength from? I know you're blessed with so many, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I'm blessed with so many people around, and half of the industry feel that I'm the daughter of Mr. Jain. So there are people in the industry, they call me Khushbu Jain. Can you imagine? There are people in the industry that are saying, "Oh, you are not staying in Delhi. Mr. Jain is staying in Delhi." I said, "Yeah, I'm staying in Rajkot." So I'm blessed with professionals around, and one of them is Mr. Jain. I joined in 2007. At that time, I was reporting to him, and my throughout life reporting system was to him till my father was there. So, and then eventually he became my mentor. Rather than a HOD, he became the mentor. And now, so it's like, he guides me each and every, at every stage, be it a personal, professional. And I'm also blessed with a, younger set of professionals, like the same age or something. So we have a very good chemistry with them as well. initially, in 2013, when father expired, when my uncle took over, so there was a transition kind of a period from first generation to second generation. And there was, as usual, like a family business, this business would also, have seen the ups and downs. But fortunately, none of the first generation employee we have lost in the transition. So we have not lost any first generation professional employee in the transition period. So that is something we
That
have
is,
taken care of, and I think we all learn from the professionals around. So yeah, we are really blessed with good professionals and long-term players.
and also speaks so much about your culture of the organization. It is a
Culture,
self,
legacy,
yeah,
yes.
it
So
is, it is,
that is why
you've been
it's
able to
still a
all
family
bind it
business.
together.
Correct, correct, correct. And that is why it's still a family-owned business, but run by the professionals. So it's a good different mixture, because we have a certain set of people around.
बिल्कुल सही बोला आपने. Khushbu, the global flexible packaging market size is projected to grow to about 161 billion USD in 2020 to 200 billion USD in 2025 with a CAGR of about 5%. What is your forecast of the business in the next 2 years? Any expansion, global expansion that you are planning?
Business, is like never envisaged. Current scenario, we all know that, we never thought that after COVID, we gonna bounce back something like this. But with God grace, it's full of opportunities, and market, what we see will remain bullish for next 2 years for sure. But at the same time, I think it's a high time that we understand the responsibilities too. So before, government and circumstances get changed and things come back to us in a different manner, I think we should understand the responsibility towards the environment, and we must try to address when we are in a good shape. If we are not in a good shape, like last 2-3 years, you have less resources to put in R&D and all. But now when the market is bullish, every OEM really need to consider their own responsibility towards the plastic as a subject, and must focus on that area while you target your growth as well. So growth is there, but Raju Engineers would like to more, focus on the sustainability, and some of the R&D work we have already taken into the consideration as far as the machine and processes are concerned. So that is something which we are targeting for the next 2 years.
All the steps being taken in the right time and in the right direction.
Correct.
Finally, Khushbu, what is your dream that actually keeps you awake at night?
Actually, I sleep at night because I attend a class in the morning, so I sleep at night.
That's a mother speaking.
I mean, see, dream is something, of course, like every other girl, I will also have a list. But once you achieve that, it's over, So rather than that, I would say that I don't want to have something, I don't want to reach somewhere, or I don't want to become something. Because in that process, ultimately you stop living someday because you gain that particular thing. So my dream is to become endless. I learn and try to grow every day as a person. And so, yeah, I'm living my dream. So there's no, pending dreams or dreams which will be fulfilled after God knows what, so many years or days. But my dream is to really, keep evolving as a person, keep improving as a person, and keep living and keep going.
What an evolved thought process, Khushbu. बहुत deep thought आपने share करी
I know it's old. I have started realizing that I'm getting old. I know that.
अभी नहीं, you are too young. अभी मैंने आपको introduce करते हुए बोला she's the youngest leader in the industry. But very beautiful thought. Something for me to dwell on also. Well, then we are going to see you at the 9th Flexible Packaging Summit in September 2021. Most of the industry people have chosen either 1st, 2nd September or 13th, 14th September 21
Correct.
are the preferred dates.
Sure.
And God willing, the entire world packaging industry shall recongregate at our platform. Khushbu, it's been such an immense pleasure to have this interaction with you. And we are all going to laud your journey, your everyday journey that you said, taking Raju Engineers from strength to strength as Our Lady in shining armor. Till then, Rab Rakha, the power be with you, and we shall meet you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.